trying to run the Atlantic IT support and make videos about tech stuff, please join me and we learn together. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new here, please subscribe and let us grow this channel together. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you the two ways how you can add an ISO image to your VMware Player. When you look on my right hand side down here, this is a VMware Player. So I'll double click on it. When I double click on it, this is the interface for the VMware Player. As you can see, VMware Player is a non-commercial use only. So these are the options. VMware Player, create a new virtual machine, open a virtual machine, upgrade to VMware Workstation. So we're gonna create a new VM. Then I'll show you the two ways how you can add an ISO image. I will click on create new virtual machine. So when I click on it, it opens a wizard that will take us through the process. First, I will show you, I will install the operating system later. That means before installing, I have to add an ISO image of the operating system. So we'll go through this. The virtual machine will be created with a blank hard disk. It means there's no operating system that will be running. I'll click next. When I click next, it asks us which operating system are we going to use. So we'll be installing Windows 7. We choose Microsoft Windows. So this is Windows 7. Down here, it gives you options. When you click like this, shows you options. So I'm going to choose Windows 7 64-bit. Then I click next. When I click next, it takes us again, asks us which machine name. What's the name of the VM you want to use? I'll use Windows 7 Workstation. Down score 1. So this is the name of my virtual machine. Down here, it gives us the location where our virtual machine will be installed, showing us on a C drive, users, HP, OneDrive, document, virtual machine. If you want to change, you can change from here. But for now, we'll not change it. We'll go on and say next. It's specifying the disk capacity. So here it's showing us how much disk space will be needed for our VM. In this case, I'm going to use 30 GB, but it's recommending 60. But for me, I'll choose 30 GB. Then down here shows store virtual disk as a single file, split virtual disk into multiple. So we'll leave this as selected. Click next. Then this is the output, what we've configured for our virtual machine. Then I'll click next. When I click next, it comes over here, as you can see, Windows 7 Workstation 1. But remember, there's no ISO image. So if you want to add an ISO image, as you can see, our Windows 7 Workstation 1 is on the left-hand side here. So we're going to add our ISO image. We'll right-click here. When we right-click, we go to Settings. When we go to Settings, we'll look for CD DVD SATA Auto Detect. We'll click on it or we'll select it. When you select it, on the right-hand side here, you can see this is physical hard drive. So we're going to use our ISO image. We'll click on Use ISO image file and we browse. So when you browse, you're looking for your ISO image. In which path did you store? Let's say we downloaded it and it's in our F drive, SD drive. We click on it. When we click on it, we come here. Let's say this is our Windows 7. So we choose it, then we click open. When we click open, it's already here. So you see, it's already here. So, and we say, okay, we click okay. So when we click okay, then it's time to power on our machine. But at this time, we're not going to power it, our machine. This is it. So power it from here. Another way is, the second way is, again, we'll be creating a new virtual machine. We click virtual machine. Then here we're gonna install using our installer disk image file. We'll click on this. Then we browse, find our ISO image that we downloaded. We'll browse here. Then again, we'll go back and look and find where our ISO image is stored. Let's say it's stored in F drive. So let's say this is our Windows 7 ISO image. We'll click on it, then we open. So when we open, it will be detected here. But for now, this is not the ISO image for Windows 7. Then we'll click next. When we click next, we go into the same process like the other one we did before. So we name our virtual machine. We choose the location where we want our virtual machine to be installed down here. Then we click next. Again, we specify the disk capacity. We continue. Then this is the output or the information we've set up for our virtual machine when we click next. Again, when we click next, our virtual machine will come over here to the left hand side. So if you want to power it or boot our virtual machine, we can either click on this or we can click here. That's all in this video about the two ways how you can add an ISO image to your virtual machine using VMware Player.